Yo, what is going on YouTube? It is Dylan. We are back with another Madden video. Today, what I got for y'all is going to be ranking every single team from 32 to number 1 in Madden 22. Now, before we do go on ahead, get into the video, if you are new to the channel, make sure to smash that like button and also subscribe if you are new. I drop almost daily Madden content on the channel. My end of year goal is at 10K subscribers. Could not do without y'all, so I would greatly appreciate that. Now, there's kind of 3 tiers in total. Tier number 3 right here is going to be the low tier teams. Then we got like a mid tier, and then we got what I would say is like the S tier, and like you could use that if you're playing in like a tournament or something like that. But we're going to get it started at number 32 right here with the Lions. Overall, they're lacking in star power. Their quarterback really isn't that good. He's also not fast. DeAndre Swift is fine, but compared to other running backs, he's honestly a little bit slower as well. Receiver wise, the only fast person you have is Khalif Raymond. At tight end, TJ Hawkinson is perfectly fine. And the O-line is pretty good as well. It's okay. Defensive side of the ball, not really any pass rush whatsoever. Not really any great linebackers either. Corner is slow. So overall, the team is just really not that good. This is like the one team that really had like zero strengths in my opinion. Now at number 31 is going to be the Texans, who I actually think this team isn't that bad and is somewhat usable. But again, they're just kind of lacking in the star power, aka abilities on the field. And if you use Watson, they get a lot better. But honestly, I'm going with the thought that you're going to be using like Tyrod, because I think in regular regs rosters you can't use Watson. Might be wrong on that, but overall, running back slow. Receivers are actually pretty fast, like you can see right here. They have 293 speed guys and a 91 speed. Tight ends is pretty okay as well. O-line is pretty decent. You got a couple 70s across the board. Yeah, should be fine. Should play like a regular Madden offensive line, right? Pass rush wise, not really great. Not really anything going on pass rush wise. You got a couple fast guys like Camus Grieger-Hill right here. Kevin Pierre-Louis is also pretty fast for a linebacker as well. Cornerback wise, your best corners are like Tavier Thomas and like Tremont Smith, because just like the speed, like Desmond King, just especially in like man coverage, if you want to run it, he'll never be able to keep up. So I mean, it's okay, right? Free safety, I really like their free safety room, not gonna lie. Justin Reed and AJ Moore right here, one of them should probably be your user. I would probably say to user AJ Moore. Then for strong safety, I really like Lonnie Johnson, 6'2 safety right here, and Jonathan Owens, 91 speed. They're pretty okay, just again not really having any abilities, kind of sucks. Now right here at number 30, we have the Jacksonville Jaguars. First off, Trevor Lawrence, for a non-ability quarterback, I'm looking for speed. That's really all I'm looking for. He's okay. He's 6'6", 84 speed. I like that. At running back, I would personally start Travis Etienne over James Robinson just because, again, the speed. Wide receiver, DJ Chark is really good. Jamal Agnew should play good, and Tavon Austin. So you got some fast receivers right here as well. O-line is pretty solid. Yeah, across the board, like 70s plus. It's okay. You're not really like lacking too much anywhere. Pass rush wise is actually where they get pretty good, besides like interior, right? Interior needs some work, but you have Chase on right here, who's really fast. Miles Jack is an ability linebacker, which if I were to have abilities on people, linebacker is probably not where I'd go, but he's still, you know, he's an ability on the field, so he's going to help. Outside linebacker, Josh Allen is a really good pass rusher, and he's fast as well. Cornerback, I really like their cornerbacks. You have Shaq Griffin right here with 94 speed, and he's an 85 overall, meaning his like zone and man is going to be pretty high as well. Tyson Campbell and Clay Brooks right here. I really like their cornerback room. Really nice. Safety, Andrew Wingard is okay. I would probably start Rudy Ford over him or play one of these guys in the box. And Rayshon Jenkins, I really like, 6'1", 88 speed, and Andre Cisco, 6'1", 92 speed. So you have some pretty usable safeties as well. Just again, kind of lacking in like overall abilities and stuff like that. Now at number 29 right here, we have the Jets. Quarterback Zach Wilson. I actually really like him. 83 speed, and he's going to have really high throw power. You can see right here, 94 throw power. So he's a good quarterback, especially with no abilities. Michael Carter, I like him, but if I'm just trying to win games, I'm probably starting Tevin Coleman. I'm not going to lie to you. Got some pretty decent speed. Jeff Smith, Elijah Moore is good. Denzel Mims is good, and Braxton Berrios, all pretty good. Tight end, I would probably start this guy Kenny right here, just just again, just like the speed. O-line is pretty solid. You're going to see pretty much 70s all across the board. Again, that's fine. Defensive wise, John Franklin Myers is okay as a pass rusher. Carl Lawson is pretty good. I like him. Quentin Williams, also a pretty good pass rusher. DJ Mosley. I honestly, with this team, I'm probably not using linebackers. I mean, Blake Cashman is really fast. You got a couple other guys like Quincy Williams as well, all really fast. Javen White right here is also 6'2", 91 speed, so you could use linebackers on this team if you wanted to. Cornerback wise is where they really get good, because Javelin right here, Guidry, he is always so good. 96 speed on him. Isaiah Dunn, also really good. Like, they have really good corners. Like, I know their overalls are low, but just the speed, like, you can run man coverage with this team and kind of be successful with it. Free safety wise, Ashton Davis right here, another fast guy. He's also 6'1", could potentially be your user. Strong safety, Marcus May. Again, he's fast and a high overall, so again, he gets like the good man and zone and all that. I like the Jets. They're not bad at all. Now at number 28 right here, we have the Broncos, who overall are a pretty solid team, but just given how needed abilities are in this game, that's why they're this low. Teddy Bridgewater is an okay quarterback. I would probably go Drew Lock. Again, 83 speed, and he's going to have really high throw power. You can see 89 compared to 86. I think those are probably the two most important stats for a quarterback. Melvin Gordon and Javonte Williams, two pretty good running backs. Wide receiver is good. Judy, Cortland Sutton, really like them. I would probably start KJ Hamler over Tim Patrick. Noah Fant right here, one of the better tight ends, and they also have Albert O. Two really good tight ends. Like, if you're looking for a team to run like a 2 tight end set, this so far is the best team we've covered with that. Again, 2 really fast and tall tight ends. O-line is pretty good across the board, all 70 pluses, a couple 80s. Pass rush wise, they're lacking a little bit. They don't really have that great a pass rush, don't have good linebackers either. I mean, Kenny Young and Baron Browning are fast, so those are probably who would start for me. Bradley Chubb is a good pass rusher. Other than that, though, like I said, you're a little bit weak. Cornerback wise, they're really good. Patrick Surtain, Bryce Callahan, Ronald Darby, Michael right here, Kyle Fuller, all usable, all good. Free safety, Justin Simmons. I don't know how this guy isn't a superstar. It makes zero sense to me. Like, Justin Simmons, I think, is one of the most slept on safeties in the league. Caden Stearns right here could be your user, so he's pretty good. Kareem Jackson, slow. Jamar Johnson, slow. PJ Locke, slow. So all these guys are pretty slow. Not trying to sound like a broken record, but you can see they just have no abilities. Now at number 27 right here, we have the Giants. I really like Daniel Jones because of his high speed, and also he has some pretty good throw power as well, 87. Saquon Barkley, they took away his superstar, so that kind of hurt this team a lot. Like, you're gonna see later, I value, like, if you don't have a quarterback ability, I really value that superstar running back, so really hurt their value a lot, Saquon losing that ability. Receiver wise, they're pretty good. Sterling Shepard, Kenny Galladay's good, Darius Slayton, Kadarius Toney, and you have John Ross. So receiver wise, they're really good, really fast. Tight end wise, also have just one of the fastest tight ends in the game, you know. O-line is somewhat weak. Like, they have really low 70s across the board, just kind of like how you would think the Giants would play IRL. Dexter Lawrence is fine from the interior. Leonard Williams is fine from the interior. Aziz is a fast guy, but he doesn't really have like the finesse or the power moves that you were really looking for. Quincy Roche also isn't a terrible pass rusher. Linebacker wise, if you're going to use linebackers, honestly, Jalen Smith is probably your best bet. Lorenzo Carter is also another fast pass rusher, but again, kind of lacking on those like finesse and power moves. Ability wise, their only guy is going to be James Bradbury, and he's okay. 90 speed on him, a little bit low for a corner. Good man in zone though. Adoree Jackson really fast. Keon Croissant really fast, and you got Jaron Williams right here, all really fast. So their corner, I like their cornerback room. They're pretty good. Free safety wise, Logan Ryan is a little bit slow, but he should have really high zone and stuff like that. Xavier McKinney is again the same speed, but him being 6 foot, he might be your user. Strong safety right here, Jabril Peppers, I like him. He's good. Julian Love, also another pretty good guy. So you could play like Jabril in the box. Say the Giants are kind of the start of the high low tier teams, or they're the start of the low mid tier team. Now at number 26 right here, we have the Falcons. At quarterback, Matt Ryan is a statue with absolutely no abilities, no nothing. So he's going to be actually kind of hard to play with. I'm not going to lie. Honestly, maybe you play with Felipe Franks with this team. Again, he's a really fast guy, 84 speed, and he should also have really good throw power, 90 right here. So if you want to go ahead, use the Falcons, I could see why you would start Felipe Franks over Matt Ryan, especially if you're playing on all Madden, because the accuracy stats really don't really matter then. Running back wise, Cordell Patterson, really like him, 91 speed, great catching the ball, 6'2" as well. He's a beast. Receiver wise is a little bit weak besides Calvin Ridley. Like, Calvin Ridley is an absolute animal. Russell Gage is pretty good as well, but you got a couple slow guys after that. Tight end, Kyle Pitts and Hayden Hurst right here. Honestly, this is a team, again, I would go ahead and run like a 2 tight end set with. Kyle Pitts, I don't even feel like I need to spend a lot of time on him. He's a superstar tight end, one of the fastest. I believe he actually is the fastest tight end in the game. He's great. He's basically a wide receiver. O-line is okay. It's like high at some positions, like high 80s for a right guard and left tackle, but 70s across the board elsewhere. It's okay. Pass rush wise, they have Grady Jarrett with an ability, so he's going to be a good pass rusher, but other than that, they're kind of lacking. They do have 2 usable linebackers though, with Deion Jones and Aluakon right here, 2 of the faster ones in the game. They should be pretty good for you. Dante Fowler is actually a fine pass rusher as well, so you have 2 pretty good pass rushers. Cornerback wise, AJ Terrell is an animal. This guy, in my opinion, should probably have superstar development. Fabian Moreau, I really like him as well. Sheffield should play good as well for you too. So you have some pretty good corners all across the board. Free safety wise, Eric Harris, this guy may be your user. He's 6'2", 91 speed. Deron Harmon is slow. He's slow, but he should have like the higher zone coverage in the game and stuff like that. This team is for sure a mid-tier team in my opinion. Now at number 25 right here, we have the Dolphins, and this just is showing you I'm not biased. I'm actually a Dolphins fan, and I'm gonna admit this team isn't a top end team. So first off, Tua, he's 82 speed and has some pretty low throw power, so he's not a great quarterback. IRL though, just wait, he's gonna be really good. Philip Lindsay is our best one. In real life it was Duke Johnson, but Philip Lindsay is pretty good stat wise, 92 speed, not bad at all. Receiver wise is really what makes this team. So you have Jalen Waddle with 97, and you have Will Fuller with 95 speed, so like a discounted Chiefs that we'll cover later. Pretty much really good. And you also have Devontae Parker as a big body 6'3" receiver. Gesicki at tight end is fine. He's pretty good. O-line though is absolute garbage besides Robert Hunt, which just like in real life. So it's gonna be hard to play with this team, I'm not gonna lie, but overall I like him. Emmanuel Ogbah is a fine pass rusher. Christian Wilkins is fine from the interior. Van Ginkel is okay. Jerome Baker's a fine linebacker. Jalen Phillips is an okay pass rusher as well. Cornerback wise is pretty good. Byron and Xavier Howard aren't like the top end speed in the game, but they should go ahead have the high man, high zone, and Xavier Howard is a superstar, so he'll play really good. Other than that, Noah is fine. Jamal Perry is fine. Elijah Campbell, all people that would play for me. Free safety wise, you have Jason McCourty and you have Javon Holland, who are really good. Also Sheldrick Redwine right here, I would sub him in the box and he'd be my user. 6 foot, 90 speed, very good. Eric Rowe and Brandon Jones are pretty usable as well. So overall, it's a pretty good team. Offense though is just kind of lacking. At number 24 right here, we have the Patriots. The Patriots are interesting. So Mac Jones is like fine. He's basically kind of similar to Tua, what I was saying, like decent speed, fine, like throw power, stuff like that. Running back wise, Damian Harris is again okay. You know, he doesn't really stand out, but he's okay. Receiver, they suck. Like, receiver is terrible. Nelson Aguilar is your best receiver. It's bad. These guys are all slow. You're going to be able to run man coverage against this team, which not having the speed of receiver may be a little tough to beat. Tight end is pretty decent with Johnny Smith and Hunter Henry. Again, this could be a team where you run a 2 tight end set and you're really kind of ground and pounding. You know, O-line is good. O-line is really good. You see, like, especially the right side line, very good. All pretty much high 80s. Pass rush wise, I like Winovich more than Wise. Barrymore should be fine from the interior. Matthew Judon, superstar pass rusher. I pretty much rank them above the Dolphins because I value the superstar pass rusher more than the superstar corner. Middle linebacker wise, Dante Hightower, I personally Wouldn't use him because he's slow, but if you want to, you can go ahead do it. I would use Calvin Noy more as a pass rusher. Uche right here could also be a pass rusher as well. JT Jackson, Jonathan Jones are two really good options. They should be kind of locked down, I'm not gonna lie to you. Third corner though, it's a little weak. Like Jalen Mills is okay. Free safety wise, Devin McCourty has ability, so he's gonna be really good. Strong safety, Duggar, Adrian Phillips, both pretty good. Duggar might be my user. I would sub him into the box and just user him. So at number 23 right here, I have the Steelers. So quarterback, they stink. Quarterback, they're really bad. Honestly, I might play Josh Dobbs over everyone just because of that speed, and we'll also go to throw power right here. A little bit lacking on the throw power. Like, it's between him or Dwayne Haskins who I would play. I'm for sure not playing Big Ben. Like, he's just 71 speed. He's not really usable. So I would play Dwayne Haskins or Josh Dobbs if I really wanted to go ahead and just try to win with this team. Running back wise, I really like Najee Harris. Yeah, his speed wise not really too good, but 6'2", 230, always gonna fall forward. Really big back. Receiver wise isn't really that special. Deontay Johnson is good. Smith-Schuster has the route running but no speed. Claypool has the height, speed, so he's really good. James Washington might start over Juju in my opinion. Ebron's really good in Madden. O-line is trash. O-line is pretty trash. Besides right guard, defensive wise, Stephon Tuitt, great. Cam Hayward, great. Alua, really good as well. TJ Watt, great. And that's really what kind of separated them from like the Patriots and like the Dolphins in my opinion. Those two superstar pass rushers should be a big help on defense. Linebacker wise, Devin Bush is usable. You also have this guy right here, Ulysses Gilbert, who is also not really bad, 88 speed. Definitely use him at linebacker as well. Alex Highsmith, I'm pretty sure is a pretty decent pass rusher as well. So you just have pass rushers on pass rushers on pass rushers. Cornerback wise, this team is terrible. Joe Hayden is basically unusable with 87 speed in my opinion. James Pierre is your best corner. Cornerback is really bad for this team, I'm not gonna lie, but you have another ability, safety, and Minka to play really good. You have Terrell Edmonds right here, 90 speed. This guy or like Devin Bush is gonna be your user. So overall, I just really like their abilities on defense, and that's kind of what put them in this spot for me. So at number 22 for me, I'm gonna have the Washington football team. At quarterback right here, I'm for sure going Taylor Heineke, that high speed, pretty good throw power as well. Running back wise, I really like Antonio Gibson, pretty decent speed, can catch the ball as well. Receiver wise, Terry McLaurin, Curtis Samuel, very good. At that third receiver spot, probably playing like Diami Brown, and you're looking at a pretty good team. Tight ends, Logan Thomas is really good. Line's pretty good. Brandon Streff, you have an O-line ability right here, so that's going to help you in the run game and in the pass game as well. Pass rush wise, Chase Young, one of the better ability pass rushers in the game. Montez Sweat, absolute beast. Jonathan Allen, another ability. Daron Payne, and you have Iodonis. So you have literally, if you want to send 5 every play, you're basically going to get a free rusher. Might not be the best defense, but I'm just saying you're going to have a free rusher because the pass rush is so good. Linebacker wise, Jamin Davis right here, I'm probably saying that totally wrong, is a good linebacker to use, 90 speed on him. Cole isn't terrible as well. Cornerback wise, Kendall Fuller, William Jackson, Darrell Roberts, Troy Apke gotta play somewhere. You could play this guy at safety. He's gotta play somewhere though on this team. But cornerback, not really bad at all. Free safety, Bob McCain is a little bit slow. And strong safety, Cameron Curl is slow, but I'd probably play him in like the slot or something like that. He for sure has to play on your field. Landon Collins playing somewhere in the box as well. And Forrest doesn't look too bad with 91 speed. This right here was probably the toughest team for me to rank, the Colts. I really like the Colts. They are definitely kind of like a mid-tier team, or maybe a low-high mid-tier team, if that makes sense. But quarterback wise, they're not really great. Carson Wentz has pretty decent speed, okay throw power as well. But Jonathan Taylor not being a superstar is absolutely criminal. Like if he was a superstar, they shoot up probably like about 18s, I'm not gonna lie. But him, 94 speed, he's basically a perfect running back, right? Like he's an absolute animal. Can't believe he's not a superstar. But at wide receiver right here, Pittman's good because he's 6'4". Paris Campbell has to play somewhere with that 94 speed, and T.Y. Hilton also isn't bad. So they have okay receivers. Tight end wise, not really too great. Like Mo Ali Cox is fine. I'd probably play Kylan Granson right here just because of the speed. O-line is pretty good. You have Quentin Nelson, Ryan Kelly, and Braden Smith, all pretty high for their positions. Defensive wise, You have speed. You have speed at pass rusher, but you don't really have the pass rush stats. Like Kwity Paye should play good. DeForest Buckner, an animal with that pass rush ability, is going to be really, really good. Going to be one of the better defensive tackles in the game. Now, Darius Leonard right here, honestly, I kind of ignore his ability. Like, for sure, he's going to play for you. But the thing that makes me mad about Darius Leonard's, like, one, Cards and Ultimate Team, and his just player in this game. Like, look at this. He can't rush the passer at all with no power moves and finesse moves. And he also can't play zone coverage. Like, it makes no sense how they make him an 88 overall when he literally can't do basically anything on the field, right? Oriki's fine as well. You could use linebackers on this team. I probably would. Kenny Moore, Xavier Rhodes, they both have to play because they're high overalls, but you're gonna have to play Isaiah Rodgers somewhere. Julian Blackman's fine. I like him. George Odom could be your user right here. And Kari Willis, slow, but he's gonna have to play. So overall, I really like their offense when you're just trying to like ground and pound, but I just feel like Jonathan Taylor not being a superstar kind of just holds me off on the team a little bit. Now we're getting into some high mid-tier teams. The first one being the Chicago Bears. I like this team because of Justin Fields right here, 90 speed on him. Yes, he doesn't have the superstar ability like an escape artist, but that 90 speed, also some pretty good throw power on him as well. Definitely going to be one of the more usable quarterbacks that doesn't have an ability. At running back right here, Monty is fine. Honestly, you could play Tariq Cohen if you're just looking for speed, but Monty's not bad at all. Honestly, I'm not playing Allen Robinson. I'm playing Mooney, Goodwin, and like Grant, but just because of speed. Like Allen Robinson, he just really isn't going to get the job done for you, I don't think. Tight end wise, Jimmy Graham, I like him because he's 6'7". Yeah, sure, he doesn't really have a lot of speed, but I mean, he's 6'7", like I said. Did you know Jimmy Graham used to play basketball? Anyways, O-line wise, is pretty okay besides like center. Right tackle is also a little bit of a weakness as well, but center, really, you would just go ahead, like maybe play Tevin Jenkins at center or something like that, just to kind of boost overall a little bit. Pass rush wise, Akeem Hicks is fine from the interior. I actually really like him. I don't really like any of their right ends or defensive tackles, but Khalil Mack right here is Khalil Mack. He's going to play like one of the best pass rushers in the game. Roquan Smith, very usable linebacker right here. He's going to have to play somewhere on your field for sure. Robert Quinn, also a great pass rusher as well. So you have three really good pass rushers that I really like. Cornerback wise is slow. But I like Jalen Johnson. Free safety wise is again pretty slow, but Eddie Jackson should play pretty good. Strong safety wise is again slow. So they have a slow secondary, but everywhere else I really like this team, and I really like their quarterback. Now at 19 right here, I have the Bengals. The Bengals, quarterback wise, Joe Burrow, like him, but again, I think he should be superstar. Running back wise, Joe Mixon is a running back ability. Honestly, with this team, you might lean more towards the ground and pound just because that's where your superstar is, right? But you also have some pretty great receivers as well. Jamar Chase, 93 speed on him, superstar as well, so he has abilities that will go ahead, make him play like an absolute beast. But other than that, the receivers are really slow. Like they're not going to play like how they do in real life, in my opinion. Like T. Higgins, Tyler Boyd, I feel like they definitely got a little bit hoed on their speed stats, but I still really like the team. Tight end wise, Usma is fine. O-line, pretty decent all across the board, like pretty much 70s across the board. Pass rush, Sam Hubbard, like him. I really like Trey Hendrickson as well. DJ Reader is fine from the interior. Linebackers, not really too much to write home about. Like you could use Jermaine Pratt and like Logan Wilson if you wanted to. Cornerback is pretty good. Awuzie is good. Mike Hilton, slow speed but high overall, so good zone, good man. I really like Trey Waynes. Eli Apple's good. Trey Flowers is good as well. So you have a lot of usable people in the secondary. Jesse Bates, one of the best free safeties in the league. A little bit slow, but he has that superstar ability, so he's going to play really, really good. Von Bell also should play really, really good. Now the reason why I have them rated over like the Bears and the Colts is again really to do with Joe Mixon being a superstar. So he's someone that you could just basically pound the rock with. Now at number 18 right here, we have the Raiders. So the Raiders are gonna go ahead, have Derek Carr, pretty decent quarterback. Again, him not having abilities kind of sucks, but I'm not really expecting him to. Running back Josh Jacobs, I really like him. Kenyon Drake also maybe could start over him just for, again, speed reasons, but Josh Jacobs is gonna break a lot of tackles, trust me. At receiver, nothing really too crazy to write home about. Like Hunter Renfrow is going to have the route running, but he has no speed. Bryan Edwards is pretty solid. He's okay. Like if he was 90 speed, he'd be a lot better in my opinion. But Deshaun Jackson and Zay Jones, I think, are gonna have to play somewhere. Again, that speed is just so good. Tight end though is really what makes this team really good in my opinion. So Darren Waller is gonna have tight end apprentice on him. You get a lot of good post crossers from your tight ends that really help like open the offense, right? Like I'm a real big fan of this Darren Waller. So it really kind of boosted them this high for me. O-line, they're pretty good across the board, besides right tackle, but again, you could play like Alex Leatherwood at right tackle and just kind of boost it overall a little bit. Pass rush wise, Max Crosby is great, Ngakoue great. Interior wise, nothing really to write home about, I'm not gonna lie to you. Linebackers aren't really too great either, like they have some decent overalls, but corner right here, they have good overalls, but they're slow. Like Casey Hayward should play good, but he's slow. Trayvon Mullen should play good, but he's a little bit slow, I'm not gonna lie to you. Nate Hobbs, I would start over Trufant, I'm not gonna lie. And Keyshawn Nixon right here is probably gonna have to play somewhere on your field. But free safety, I really like Mobrick. He's good size, good speed. Strong safety wise, like both of these guys. Jonathan Abram, 9'2" speed, 6 foot. I really like the way he plays in Madden. And Gillespie right here, 91 speed, 6 foot as well. So I would personally probably user Tyree right here. And overall, I just think the Raiders are really usable. They have a good defense. They have a great tight end that will go ahead and open up your offense. I have the Eagles. First off, really like their quarterback with Hurts. Good speed, good throw power, like him. Running back wise, Miles Sanders I think is really solid as well. Receiver, they got some really good speed. So Devontae Smith, Quez Watkins, and Jalen right here, all pretty fast. Quez Watkins being like the real explosive guy. I really like them all across the board. Tight end, Dallas Goedert right here. I really like him as well. One of the better tight ends in the game. O-line is where they get really good though. So you could, this offense, if you tote the rock a little bit, gonna be kind of unstoppable. So you got 82 left tackle, pretty decent left guard, superstar center, superstar right guard, superstar right tackle. So that's what really boosted them in my opinion. They just have a bunch of O-line abilities, so you should be able to tote the rock. Be able to tote the rock really effectively. Defensive wise, I like Brandon Graham, I like Josh Sweat, I like Fletcher Cox, I like Javon Hargrave. So I would personally rush 4 every play with this team. Linebacker wise, I don't really like anyone. Like Sean Bradley's fast, but I don't really like him. If I were to use linebackers, I'd use like Davion Taylor and Sean Bradley, like I said. Cornerback wise, Slay is great. Avonte Maddox, I love him in the slot because of his change of direction is absolutely insane. He has 98 change of direction, so I would love him in the slot. Steven Nelson also isn't bad. I might start like Scott or Vincent over him just for like speed. But free safety wise, slow, so I would probably move a corner to free safety and strong safety. Anthony Harris is slow, but he's gonna have really high zone coverage, so I can see why you play him. But yeah, I really like the Eagles. Their O-line definitely kind of carries, and I like their quarterback. We have the Browns. Quarterback is okay, like Baker, 83 speed, decent throw power. He's gonna play fine, I think. Running back wise, they have the best 1-2 combo in the league, right? Being a superstar X factor, he's gonna be able to tote the rock and just break a lot of tackles. This is definitely a toting team in my opinion, just kind of how they would be in real life, right? But they also have 97 speed Anthony Shorts right here. He has to play on your field. Not gonna lie to you, he has to play. Like he literally has to. I would start him and Donovan Peoples-Jones. I'm not gonna lie to you. Tight end, Hooper's fine, and Njoku, if you want more speed, can play, but I think Hooper is a better blocker. O-line, 80, 89, 84, 89, 80. So 80s across the board for O-line. You're going to be able to tote the rock. Offense should be really hard to stop. Defensive wise, you have Clowney, you have the best pass rusher in the game, and Myles Garrett. Between him and Aaron Donald, it's a debate. Defensive tackle, I like Malik Dow, but I probably move like either Clowney or Garrett there. And linebacker wise, isn't really great. You have JOK right here, who if I were to play linebackers, JOK and Meander right here are starting for sure. Cornerback wise, Denzel Ward, great. Greg Newsome, great. Greedy Williams, great as well. I really like this team. Is like either the top and the mid tier, or they're like a low tier. Like honestly, the Browns could be rated from where they are right now all the way up to 11, and I'm not gonna say wrong. I think this team is really good. Quarterback wise, I'm starting Taysom Hill. 90 speed, good throw power. Starting Taysom Hill for sure. Even if Jameis Winston's healthy, I'm starting Taysom. Running back wise, Kamara is great out of the backfield, can catch basically everything. X factor as well, so he's gonna have some really good abilities on him. Receiver wise, they are kind of slow, but Michael Thomas gets a bunch of good abilities, and he gets route apprentice, so you can base your offense basically around him, and he might be slow, but he's going to get open, trust me. Demetri Harris, Kenny Stills are probably who else I would play at receiver just to have a little bit of speed. For sure, starting Juwan Johnson over Adam Trotman. The speed is just way too much to pass up. Offensive line is really what separated them from the Browns, if that makes sense, because of their superstars. Twan Armstead, great. Andres Pete, okay. Eric McCoy, pretty good. Cesar Ruiz, okay. But they have two superstar right tackles, right tackle, left tackle, I mean, and it's really going to help you in pass protection. So when your quarterback has the slow windup because he doesn't have like Seffi Lead, pass elite gunslinger, these O-line abilities are really going to come in clutch because you're going to be able to actually pass the ball. Now, defensive wise, Cameron Jordan is basically the Myles Garrett of this defense. I think he plays absolutely out of his mind. He's great. Marcus Davenport, I really like him as well. And I also like Tano Capis, David Onmata is not bad either. Middle linebacker Demario Davis, he is a little bit slow, but he's gonna have to play because he's a superstar. He's not gonna play bad though. Other linebackers, I don't mind Quan Alexander, he's okay. Back wise, Marshawn great, Bradley Roby pretty good, Adebo not bad, and they have 4 usable corners. Marcus Williams should play really good. He's not too slow, he's okay. PJ Williams also isn't bad. Malcolm Jenkins is slow. I'm for sure starting Chauncey Gardner-Johnson over him. So we're going to get started right here at quarterback. So Dak is a superstar X Factor quarterback, but he does not get like Seffi Lead, pass elite. So he's basically as good as every other quarterback we've covered, given like speed and throw power. Yes, his accuracy is better. Him not having those throw power abilities is really going to hurt him. This team is definitely, in my opinion, a totem team. Zeke comes with my favorite running back ability in the game, leapfrog. So he's never going to fumble. I really like him. I would not start Pollard over Zeke. Receivers, they're great. They got Amari, CD, and Michael Gallup. A little bit slower, but the route running, tight end wise, Dalton Schultz is fine. You could start Blake Jarwin over him, not going to say it wrong. Offensive line, Tyron Smith, superstar, great. Center and left guard, a little bit weak, but you have Zach Martin, best right guard in the league. O line is really good, so again, I would tote the rock with his team. DeMarcus Lawrence is great, doesn't have a superstar ability, but very high overall, gonna get you a lot of sheds. Randy Gregory, I really like him as well. Linebacker, Keanu Neal's fine. Van Der Esch is fine as well. Micah Parsons, I'm rushing this guy at the passer every play. Cornerback wise, Trevon Diggs is a superstar, so he's really good. Anthony Brown, 93 speed. I would start Kelvin Joseph, and CJ Goodwin got to play somewhere. Malik Hooker, he's okay. Strong safety, I would personally move one of the corners to strong safeties just to get a little bit higher in speed. So at number 13 right here, we have the Panthers, who quarterback wise, Cam Newton, fast, good throw power. Really all I'm looking for a non-ability quarterback. Running back, CMC, one of the best running backs in the game, gets playmaker. He's really good. Like, he's absolutely insane. You can play this card at receiver. Receiver wise, DJ Moore, Robbie Anderson, Terrence Marshall, all great fast receivers. DJ Moore's a superstar as well, so you should be able to pass the rock. They have a lot of speed, and that's what really makes this team good. Tommy Tremble, pretty good fast tight end as well. Offensive line kind of sucks, but again, you just have so much speed at like receiver, it's hard to justify them not being this high. Brian Burns, great pass rusher. I love the way this card plays. He's also fast. Anything else, like I'd start Etor over Morgan Fox right here for sure. Interior wise, Derek Brown isn't terrible. Hassan Reddick is for sure going to be a pass rusher. Him and Brian Burns should absolutely wreak havoc, I'm not gonna lie. Middle linebacker, all that stuff, not really playing linebackers. Like Shaq Thompson's okay, but he's a little bit too slow. Cornerback wise, you have Gilly Locke, superstar X Factor. He's going to be absolutely insane. Play great. For sure, Dante Jackson got to play. CJ Henderson got to play as well. JC Horn, Troy Pride. Like, you just have so much speed on this team. It's just so good. Like, Dante Jackson, I'd probably man him up to the other team's best receiver, and that's how I'd play defense. Jeremy Chin, great. He could be your user. Go ahead, just play his own. He's great. Miles Hartfield right here, also 92 speed. And yeah, this team just has so much speed. It's so good. So at number 12 right here, we have the Vikings. Quarterback wise, I'm starting Kellen Mond over Kirk Cousins because, again, that speed, though power. I think Kellen Mond's going to play better than Kirk Cousins in Madden. Now, running back, Dalvin Cook, you got yourself one of the best running backs in the game, and that's why I really have them rated this high, because he is so good. Receiver-wise, Justin Jefferson and Adam Thielen, both superstars, both with some great abilities as well. You're not going to be able to run man coverage on this team, even though you don't have a throw power ability, and these receivers aren't the fastest in the world. My third receiver for sure going to be Dan Chisnia, though. 6'3", 95 speed. yeah, he got to play somewhere. I'm starting Irv Smith Jr., fast tight end. He got to play. O-line is pretty solid. All pretty much 70s across the board. Not really too bad. Brian O'Neill is a good right tackle. Left end, Daniel Hunter, got yourself one of the best pass rushers in the game. He's fast, superstar X Factor. He's great. Everson Griffin plays really, really good in my opinion as well. I really like Michael Pierce from the interior. Linebacker wise, Eric Kendricks has to play somewhere. He is a superstar, so you might as well use the abilities. Other linebackers, Anthony Barr shouldn't play terrible. I miss the days when Anthony Barr was like the meta for users and linebackers animated. He should play good with Eric Kendricks. Cornerback wise is a little bit weak. Pat Pete is still, I'm not even gonna say he's still Pat Pete, but what's it called? 91 speed isn't terrible. Chris Boyd got to play. Mackenzie Alexander is a little slow, but it shouldn't be that bad. Free safety Xavier Woods, not terrible, a little bit slow, and then Harrison Smith with abilities as well, so he's gonna play really, really good. This team has a lot of good abilities, and they have some pretty good speed as well. So at number 11 right here, I have the Titans. At quarterback, Ryan Tannehill, good speed, good throw power. He's a pretty good quarterback. Derrick Henry is Derrick Henry, and that's really the main reason why they're this high, right? Like Derrick Henry, especially on next gen, absolutely insane. Like he's basically unstoppable. Receiver, you have AJ Brown and Julio. I don't know why Julio's a superstar and AJ Brown isn't. Like I would go ahead probably flip-flop these. But Julio, him being a superstar definitely helps. He's 6'3". He's gonna play out of his mind. My third receiver would be Cameron Bateson, by the way, though. Just want to have a little bit of speed. Tight end wise, not really too great. I would just go like speed with like Pruitt. Taylor Wan's good. Roger Saffold good. Like their O-line's pretty good. You're gonna be able to run the ball with Derrick Henry, and it's gonna get really annoying. Pass rush wise, I like Jeffrey Simmons a lot. Other than that, Bud Dupree is good from the outside. Not really a big fan of any of these linebackers. Harold Landry is also a great pass rusher. Cornerback wise, Caleb Fairley got to play somewhere. He's going to be one of the better corners. He's going to play like one of the better corners in the game. Other than that, though, they are a little bit slow. Kevin Byard, though, good, great free safety, has abilities, get him play really, really good. Cruikshank could be your user. And at strong safety, they are a little bit slow, but really the main reason they're this high is, again, that man, King Henry. Now at number 10, we are now in the top 10. I have the 49ers. For sure starting Trey Lance over Jimmy G, like no question about it. Good throw power, good speed. Much rather have Lance. Running back, Raheem Mostert, 96 speed. That's a big reason why they're here. Going to be one of the best toting teams in the game. You also have Deebo Samuel, who's an animal. I love Deebo Samuel. He's great. Brandon Ayuk is really good as well. My third receiver would go ahead be Travis Benjamin or Trent Sheffield. Tight end wise, George Kittle, one of the best tight ends in the game, if not the best. Get some great abilities as well, and he can run block. So again, you're going to be able to tote the rock. Trent Williams, best left tackle in the game. He's going to be able to run block. You're going to be able to get a lot of, he's just going to help you be able to run the ball. Lincoln Thompson, good. Alex Mack, good. Right guard, a little bit weak, but McGlinchey, also really good. So gonna be able to rock with the team. Like I said, Eric Armstead is a great pass rusher. D Ford's okay. Nick Bosa, one of the better pass rushers in the game. He's gonna be he's gonna play out of his mind. Ken Law isn't really great. Fred Warner is gonna have to play again. Not really the fastest, but he should have really high zone coverage, and he should play really good. Cornerback wise, I really like Verrett. I like Emmanuel Mosley. I like Ambry Thomas. I like this Lenore guy just because of speed. Free safety, Tart or Moore has to be your user. Moore should be your user 100%. Strong safety, Jimmy Ward isn't going to play terrible. He's a little bit slow. Now at number 9 right here, I have the LA Rams. So at quarterback, Matt Stafford, honestly, isn't really that good in this game with how it plays, in my opinion. He's going to have really high throw power, but I might lean towards... I'm actually starting Matt Stafford. I lied. I'm not going to trust a 54 overall quarterback. But running back, I like Cam Akers. He's pretty good. I like him. Receiver wise, you have Cooper Kupp with ability, so he's going to play really, really good. A little bit slow, but it's fine. You have Robert Woods and you have OBJ. Probably, I think, maybe the best trio in the game, I would say. Maybe the best trio. I mean, the Vikings trio was pretty nasty too. But tight end, Higbee's okay. But Jacob Harris being 90 speed at tight end, it's going to be hard to justify him not playing over Higbee. He's 6'5" as well. Like, it's going to be hard to justify that, but O-line's good. Whitworth abilities, great. Going to boost that pass protection. Edwards is fine. Allen fine. Corbett fine. Hamilton, pretty good as well. Aaron Donald, like I said, if Myles Garrett is not the best, Aaron Donald is the best pass rusher in the game. Joseph Day is fine. Leonard Floyd, I like him as a pass rusher as well. Other linebackers, not really too great. And you have Von Miller. The combo of AD, Von Miller is just so good. Other than that, though, Jalen Ramsey is basically a perfect DB. Could be maybe a little bit faster. That's really all you could complain about, but his abilities are great. Their corners are really, really good. You have 4 usable ones. Free safety, I'm not really a big fan of this Taylor Rapp, so I would start Terrell Burgess, maybe play Taylor Rapp in the box. Free safety wise, or strong safety wise, Nick Scott is probably going to be my user. And at number 8, I have the Baltimore Ravens. So quarterback Lamar Jackson, that's really the big part of this team. You're going to be able to run around like an absolute crackhead with him, and you're not really going to face any consequences, especially if you can get that Truz activated. He'll never fumble. He is a nightmare to defend. Like it's so annoying to play Lamar Jackson. Running back wise, J.K. Dobbins is pretty good, like that 91 speed. Receiver, you have a 97 speed receiver as well. And across the board, the receivers are great. I would personally start Brown, Bateman, and Devin Duvernay as my 3 receivers. Tight end wise, Mark Andrews, one of the best tight ends in the game. Like I said, get some great abilities as well that can boost your pass game and also the run game. Ronnie Stanley, superstar right here, gonna go ahead, boost your run game with his abilities. Other than that, O-line is okay. Zietler is pretty good. Jawan James is also, he's solid. Defensive side of the ball, Calais Campbell is good. He's a little bit slow, but he should be a force in the run game, help you stop your opponent's run game. Brandon Williams should also do the same thing. Justin Houston is a good pass rusher. Odafe Uwe right here, high speed, pretty decent pass rusher as well, like him. Cornerback wise, I like Marlon Humphrey, I like Marcus Peters, and I'd start Anthony Aver right here, like in the slot. Khalil Dorsey and Chris Westry gotta play somewhere though. Like Chris Westry, 6'4", 94 speed, gotta play somewhere. Safety wise, Elliott's, I'd probably play one of the guys I just said at free safety. Strong safety is also a little bit slow. Like Chuck Clark can probably play. But yeah, I really like this team. It's really to do with Lamar Jackson and just how he's basically impossible to defend. Now we are in the top 7. In my opinion, these 7 teams right here are all usable and top end. Like I would consider all these guys the top end teams in the game. So with the Chargers, we gotta get started with Herbert. He has pass lead elite, so he's gonna be able to sling that rock. Austin Eckler has backfield master, gonna be able to put him on some extra hot routes and stuff like that. I love their offense. Their offense is probably one of my favorites in the game. Keenan Allen, Mike Williams, both with abilities. Jalen Guyton right here, also 93 speed as well. So you have 2 guys that have abilities and then one that's just really, really fast. Tight end, Jared Cook, perfectly fine. He's going to be good as well. Slater, Feeler, Lensley, right guard's a little bit weak, but other than that, their O-line is really, really good. Defensive wise, Linval Joseph is fine from the interior. Joey Bosa, a great pass rusher. Linebacker wise, not really a big fan, but DB, Chris Harris is going to play good, even though he's a little bit slow. Play him in the slot. Will Davis, Asante Samuel Jr., Devontae Harris, Bassey, Campbell, all pretty solid DBs. Adderley, I like him even though he's a little bit slow. And at strong safety, Derwin James, he is absolutely phenomenal. By number 6 right here, I have the Seattle Seahawks quarterback, Russell Wilson. This is where it starts to get really broken. I can go ahead and see you flip-flop in my number 6 and number 5. Russell Wilson, escape artist, gunslinger. That's really all you need to know. 2 most broken abilities in the game. Chris Carson, pretty solid running back. Could start like Penny or Homer if you want more speed. But receiver, Lockett, DK, and Dwayne Eskridge right here, all fast, all really good. DK also has abilities as well, so he's going to be really hard to defend. You can't run man coverage on DK, I'm not going to lie to you. Gerald Everett, really like him at tight end. O-line is okay, nothing really to write home about, but when you have escape artist and gunslinger, it doesn't really matter what your O-line's looking like. Dunlap is a good pass rusher, and that's really... like the defense is where they're lacking. Like Bobby Wagner has to play somewhere. He has the enforcer. He has to play defense somewhere, right? Jordan Brooks probably playing linebacker with him, or Tanner Muse. Cornerback wise, they are a little bit slow, but they have 92 speed. Trey Brown, he's gonna have to play. DB wise, they're slow, so you're gonna have to be forced to run zone coverage. Can't really run man with this team. Quandre Diggs is a fine free safety. Marquez Blair probably going to be our user. Jamal Adams, again, one of the better strong safeties in the game. They didn't give Patrick Mahomes the throw power ability with pass elite, set elite, or gunslinger. So he still has escape artist though, which is really, really good. But him not getting that throw power ability really does kind of hurt. But at the end of the day, Edwards-Helaire, fine, whatever, that it doesn't matter. You have Tyreek Hill. That's really the main part of this team. Tyreek Hill and Mecole Hardman, 99 and 97 speed. Everything else really doesn't matter. Like, Travis Kelce also gets tight end apprentice, that's cool and all that, but Tyreek Hill lobbing up streaks and stuff like that, him just being the fastest player in the game, he's hard to defend. Like, he's able to one player defense even on plays that realistically shouldn't, just because he's so fast. Other than that though, O-line is actually pretty good. Defensive wise, Melvin Ingram like him, Frank Clark like him, Chris Jones is an absolute beast. Don't really like any of their linebackers. Willie Gay is a little bit fast, but that's really it. Cornerback wise, I love Snead. Mike Hughes isn't terrible. Ward's fine. Like, it's all okay. Juan Thornhill, I really like him. Zane Anderson probably gonna be your user somewhere, and Matthew should play really, really good. And at number 4 right here, we got the Packers. Aaron Rodgers, fastest release in the game, comboed with Gunslinger, pass lead elite. So literally there's no release that's going to be faster than him. And with how much zone sucks specifically on next gen, good luck getting a stop on Aaron Rodgers. Like, you're gonna have to get a little bit lucky, I'm not gonna lie to you, or your opponent has to make a really bad read. But really like both of their running backs, Aaron Jones, AJ Dillon, both really, really good. Aaron Jones gets backfield mismatch as well. Receiver wise, Devontae Adams, one of the best receivers in the game, can't run man coverage on him. You have to start MVS and I mean, you could start Cobb, but I'm probably starting Lazard, I'm not gonna lie. I really like Tunyon's a pretty good tight end in the game. Offensive line wise, Bakhtiari, one of the best left tackles. Jenkins is a great left guard. Center, right guard, right tackle, not really too great, but it's okay. Pass rush wise, Kenny Clark's good. Zadarius Smith and Rashawn Gary are also two pretty good pass rushers as well. Personally, wouldn't use linebackers with the team, but Campbell is okay. Preston Smith, another good pass rusher. But DB wise, you have Jair Alexander, who one of the better DBs in the game. Could argue him for like the best, I'm not gonna lie. Eric Stokes with 95 speed, that is great. Kevin King, I know he sucks in real life, but his high change of direction is actually pretty good. So I'd probably play him in the slot. Isaac isn't bad either. Isaac Yidium, I probably butchered his name. Free safety wise, I really like Darnell Savage. You could use this guy, or you could play him over the top. Really up to you. Strong safety, Adrian Amos, again, same story. Now, number 3, I have the Bucs. If you don't want to play with Howard Master, I understand it, but he's the only person that can get Howard Master, so he has to be this high. Howard Master plus the throw power ability basically makes it to where if you want to run a unique offense, you have to use the Bucs pretty much, because without Howard Master, it's going to be a little bit tough to run a unique offense just because the play limitations, right? Running back wise, playoff Lenny, love that guy. Receiver, yeah, Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, and Brashad Perryman. Now, when they had AB, it was even better. You also have Scotty Miller, who's really fast, but 2 receivers with abilities, you're not going to be able to run man coverage on them. Mike Evans, good luck defending him in the red zone too, with red zone threat. And then I really like Gronk. You could play OJ Howard over Gronk. Another team where if you want to run, this is probably the best under center team in the game, I'm not going to lie, because you get Howard Master and you also get 2 really, really good tight ends. Offensive line, left tackle is okay, left guard is great, center is great with abilities, right guard is okay, and right tackle is great. So you get also 2 boosted O linemen that are going to have abilities and just play a little bit better. Pass rush wise, dude's okay. Vita Vea, you're not running on Vita Vea. You're not doing it. Shaq Barrett, great pass rusher. Levante David and Devin White, both going to have to play on your field because they're just so good. Jason Pierre-Paul, another great pass rusher as well. Cornerback wise, Jamel Dean, Sean Murphy Bunting, really like them. Carlton Davis is okay, but he's slow. Rashad Robinson going to have to play somewhere in my opinion. Free safety wise, I like Antonio Winfield Jr. I also like Richard Sherman just because he's 6'3". Like, I get that he's slow, but 6'3" is really, really good. I don't really like either of these guys, so I move a corner to play right here. And at number 2, I have the Buffalo Bills. Quarterback Josh Allen, gunslinger, escape artist, either the best or second best quarterback in this game, I'm not gonna lie to you. Running back wise, Matt Breida, gotta start. They have one of the fastest running backs as well. Receiver wise, Stephon Diggs, yeah, good luck guarding Stephon Diggs one-on-one. Isaiah McKenzie has to play. I could see you starting Stevenson, but Gabriel Davis also could play over them as well. So I'd probably go Diggs, Gabriel Davis, and Isaiah McKenzie for my receivers. Tight end Dawson Knox, fast tight end, he's great. left tackle, left guard, center, right guard, right tackle. Right tackle is a little bit weak. I'd probably move like Cody Ford to right tackle, just to kind of boost the overall a little bit, but O-line's pretty solid. I like Rousseau as a pass rusher. I like Jerry Hughes. I like Ed Oliver. Linebacker wise, Tremaine Edmonds isn't terrible. He's a little bit slow, but he's 6'5". Maybe could run him. Matt Milano, I hate that guy. Do not run him. Trey White, great corner, one of the better ones in the game. Karen Johnson is okay. Levi Wallace is okay. Free safety wise, Micah Hyde has ability, so he's gonna play really good. And Jordan Poyer, even though he's a little bit slow, he's high overall, so he should have that high zone coverage and he should play pretty good. And as my number one team, it is going to be the Arizona Cardinals. First off, quarterback right here, I think Kyler Murray is the best one in this game. Escape artist gunslinger on him with 92 speed is absolutely broken. Running back wise, James Conner, Chase Edmonds could start either one of these guys. They're both really good. Receiver, you have D-Hop, who is great. Like, he's literally basically unstoppable. You could start Christian Kirk if you want a little bit better route running, but personally I'd go Rondale Moore and also Andy Isabella just for that really high speed to complement D-Hop. Tight end wise, Ertz was actually kind of, I don't want to say godsend, but he's really good. You could start Demetrius Harris as well, just because he's 6'7" and 85 speed. So Zach Ertz really good though. He's good. I like Rodney Hudson a lot. I'm pretty sure he comes with secure protectors, so that's going to boost basically your whole line. Other than that, it's not that good, but again, you have escape artist with 92 speed. You don't really need it. JJ Watt, superstar pass rusher, gonna be really good. I like Jordan Phillips rushing from defensive tackle. Marcus Golden is a fine pass rusher as well. If Isaiah Simmons was a strong safety, this team would be so broken, but he's still gonna have to play. 93 speed. I don't know where I would use him, but he for sure has to play on my field. Xavier Collins also isn't really a terrible linebacker, but you have two superstar pass rushers, Chandler Jones and JJ Watt. It's so good. And then cornerback wise, they're a little bit slow, but Byron Murphy's gonna play really good. I play him in the slot. Marco Wilson's gonna have to play for you with that 92 speed. Jalen Thompson's fine. James Wiggins could be your user if you wanted him to. And strong safety, you have superstar Budda Baker. I don't really think it's close. I think the Cardinals by far best team in the game. Let me know down in the comments though what you agree with, what you disagree with, what team would you rank higher, what team would you rank lower. If you did say the end though, make sure to smash that like button and also subscribe if you are new. I appreciate y'all clicking onto the video. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day.